Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Authentic Info Podcast. I am your host, Admire Sandile Chauke. Today, we are going to speak about the new political party formed by the popular TSONGA artist, Mayengani. The name of the party is AADP, African Alliance Development Party. We've heard him speak at MLFM to confirm the news that are making rounds in social media. He was speaking about the membership. He was asked about the principles of the political party or the founding manifesto, which he said that currently the only thing that he can say is to confirm that indeed they have registered with the IEC. The AADP is registered with the IEC, so it will be in the ballots next year in the national elections. The other thing that he said is that there will be an official launch on the 5th of August 2023 at Shiluman Hotel in Guyana. Now, Mayengani was asked his position within the party and who else is there. So he only spoke about two people, actually three, including himself. He said that he is the president of the party, of course. He has already called him the president way before he even thought of opening his own political party. And then he said that, I'm not sure if it's the chairperson, Petlungwani. Petlungwani is one of the people who have been in the ANC. He has been in DAF, if I'm not mistaken. He has served in the EFF in Guyana, in the Mopani region or district. He also spoke about that they have currently a spokesperson, Nkwashu. I'm not sure if it's Murandua Nkwashu or Nkwashu, but the surname is Nkwashu, who will be their spokesperson. And then speaking about the membership, he didn't dwell much on that, but he said people must prepare for the best because on the 5th of August, it is where they're going to unveil their founding manifesto. They're going to speak about what this party is all about, and they're going to recruit a lot of people. So for those who don't know Mayengani, but I know that he's a well-known artist, the pictures are here. Mayengani used to be part of a group called Limpopo Poison. It was him, Dr. Joe Shirmani, and the likes. So Prince Rangani, a lot of artists were there. So back then he used to sing wearing the Youth League regalia. He would wear sometimes a beret of the Youth League. So, but later we saw him joining the EFF, and he was questioned about him leaving the EFF and how was it, to manage himself as an artist who was at his prime back then, but he was also serving in the Council of Johannesburg. He said to the interviewer that it was never a problem, but he took a decision back then that he's never going to wear any political party regalia because it was against some of the promoters. So that is why as soon as he joined the EFF, he used to perform, but we hardly saw him wearing the regalia of the EFF onwards as an artist. So he was asked, is he still going to perform? Because we saw him perform at ANC rally before he officially announced that he has left the EFF. So he says that that's a topic for discussion for another day, but it's going to clarify the people. So now the question is this the right move? Because already we have a lot of political parties in South Africa. But being asked that question, he states that they have statistics to say there are more than 14 people in South Africa, 14 million people in South Africa who are not registered to vote. And to those who are registered to vote, majority of them do not go to vote, which means he based his ideas on that to say there is still a missing link for more political parties, because you will know that in America they have only the Democrat and the Republican. It's only two. You either join and participate on those two. But in South Africa, it's different. Even the constitution provides different. It allows for any formation of a political party anytime, for as long as you can afford, for as long as you can recruit members and they vote for you. But when you look at racial segregation, something that we cannot run away from. When you look at tribalism that exists everywhere, we see these things in workplace environments, even in shopping complexes, especially in Johannesburg. Some of the Tsonga people are said to be people from Mozambique. So is it a platform for them to consider, or is this AADP going to represent especially the neglected Tsonga people? So we don't know, but we are going to wait for them to unveil their founding manifesto so that we can truly understand what it seeks to achieve. But as the people from Limpopo State, when we speak, most of them says that there is still room for a political party, especially one that will come maybe to replace or work like Shimoko Sharshaka, because they say that there was once a very strong political party which delivered services and which made Giyani great. Giyani, Tsanin were the best places to go. They had administration buildings and a very productive administrative government. They also state that political party managed to take that land to some sort of greener pastures, because back then they say that there were a lot of projects, there were a lot of industries, a lot of companies which were employing people. The government was also employing people. So they say maybe this AADP must be given a benefit of doubt based on such information and history. Because under the leadership of Ntsanwisi, when you read, you will realize that he was a prime minister. He was very smart. He created job opportunities. He built even a parliament. He built a magistrate. He built municipal buildings. He designed Giyani to be a town. And even today, most of the structures that exist there were built during his era. So some people are very happy because of this formation, and already to confirm that it is registered with the IEC. All the people are waiting for is that date of the 5th of August, where they are going to tell us, where we are going to know about what is it that they represent and what is it that they seek to achieve. So you also know Ben Mayengani, that he was a member of the EFF, very popular, and he left the EFF, and he even, I think it was on Monday, if not Tuesday, where he was interviewed, and then he clarified that he was never expelled or suspended in the EFF. He states that he left the EFF because of some personal reasons. And he says that people like Floyd Shivambu begged him not to leave the party. So he stated that he left the EFF in good terms. He never spoke bad about them, and he doesn't think that he will ever speak bad about them. But he states that there are some personal reasons that led to that. You'll remember that the rumors were that he was supposed to go to be an MP in Parliament, but the leadership of the EFF chose Ringo instead of Ben Mayengani, and Ben Mayengani felt like he was used, because he says that in the beginning, when things were difficult, he used to perform where they will attract a lot of Tsonga people, because the EFF will know that it was formed in Soweto. So he states that he used to perform going to various institutions of higher learning to perform for students when it was difficult. And then he says that he has worked very harder than Ringo, who was given a position in Parliament. So maybe he was ambitious. He wanted to serve in parliament, but that opportunity did not arise. Maybe these are some of the reasons that he left the party. But he states that the reasons are personal. You'll also remember that Mayengani is a well-known TSONGA artist, the president. He was once popular, that when he performs, if he's not the last, then the show is over. So he used to perform last at some point. But another issue, maybe, or reason that might have encouraged people like him to agree or to form a political party, the AADP, maybe because they want to infiltrate the GAZA nation, because it seems like politically we are not represented. It seems like most of the people who are in leadership positions, especially serving in parliament, serving in provincial structures, they are very quiet. They don't do like, for example, the Venda people, Shumela Hayan. They don't do that. So maybe this is an opportunity for the Tsonga people to rise and be one, to join this political party and be members in good standing, participate in leadership structures, form branches, and contest. Maybe this is the right time. But the question is, are they the right leaders? So if someone can say they're not the right leaders, then who is the right leader? Because we don't have a political party that stands for our people. The Zulus have infiltrated the ANC, but they have their own IFP. White people have DA and things like that. So we have political parties that represent certain tribes. The UDM is the Xhosa people. That's Eastern Cape. So you can't shy away from that. It is known. So we have seen some of our leaders. We have seen Floyd Shibambo. He is the deputy president of the EFF, but he is not directly leading the Tsonga people to the greener pastures. So we need someone who will take the stand and form a political party. There are many political parties in South Africa, but we haven't seen a political party that strongly stands and represents Vatsonga people. And I believe that we have a lot of smart people, within our ethnic group that can display leadership. But another question is, are they ready? Because now that these guys are going to launch this political party of AADP official on the 5th of August, we will see people from the ANC who are Tsonga, who are not even visible. They will want to be visible to try and crush that political party. We will see people in the EFF who are Tsonga, who speak our home language, who are going to try to crush that political party and discredit its leaders. I am of the view that it should be afforded an opportunity to prove itself that it is here for development, as they say, African Alliance Development Party. It should be afforded a space to swim with the big fish and see where it goes. But another question that we have to ask, it's the ambitions of these leaders. What is in for them? What is it that they seek to achieve? Because we have seen a lot of politicians where as soon as they occupy positions, they start to work for themselves and their friends and neglect the masses. And another problem with political parties in South Africa and politicians, the so-called leaders, is that as soon as they get positions, they first focus on the members of political parties, forgetting that not all of us have to participate actively in politics in order to receive services. These are some of the problems that needs to be discussed thoroughly Another thing, based on the formation of this AADP, maybe someone out there saw an opportunity to say, if you can use the face of President Ben Mayengani, but I know with Ben Mayengani, they are not going to win because he is someone who doesn't want to be used. If they give him an opportunity to be president, and when they see that they are going to have positions maybe in parliament, they want to remove him, there's going to be a problem in that party. It won't last. Because we know that Ben Mayengani is very vocal. He doesn't want to be used. And he wants to lead everywhere where he is. He wants the spotlight. That is why if it's not his idea, it's someone's idea, and then that person is going to use the face of Ben Mayengani, and then they will come later to the party, they won't win. Because that is not the type of guy who you want to mess with. We have seen him. He has broken a lot of relationships, politically and in his music career. It was part of Limpopo Poison. But he felt like he doesn't enjoy the spotlight. He felt like he was being gatekept. And then he left that organization. And a lot of Tsonga people were hurt because of that breakup. He went with Prince Rangan to form Black Poison. But it was not, it didn't even take 2 to 3 years before they break out. The group died because Ben Mayengani wants to shine. Wherever he is, he wants to shine. So if, for example, this AADP is trying to use his face to win our hearts, they might win the hearts of the Tsonga people because Ben Mayengani is well known. But if, let's say they say that now they have achieved their mission and they want to take over, and then we see new faces at that AADP, it's going to collapse. Because we know Ben Mayengani is going to speak. So let us hope that initially, during this foundation, they have strong agreements to say that the position that they are giving him is going to be there for a certain term, and then he's going to contest, and people vote for him legitimately. But if they are going to remove him because he has now won the members, they're going to have a problem. It's going to die. It won't last. Because we know the behavior of Ben Mayengani. He doesn't want to be led. He wants to lead. He wants to be the spotlight. He wants to be on the forefront. So there's no way that you can have him, use him, and then you think that you are done. He's going to speak against you. So I congratulate this move. I am of the view that it was long overdue. But in mind, I never had the type of leaders who we need. But with Ben Mayengani, no problem. Some positions doesn't need leadership skills or qualities. Because for as long as you are surrounded by smart people, you can always perform. We have seen it with Julius Malema. We have seen the transition of his politics and leadership. When you check the CIC Julius Malema, the way he used to speak, and when you check the facts that he speaks now he speaks with reference. Back then, he would just bully people. But now, you can see that these guys are building a party. They are government in waiting. Actually, they are government because now they have people serving in structures. They have people in parliament. They have people in various municipalities. They are serving in different portfolios. So even when you speak, you can hear that now the president is speaking because he has learned and he has surrounded himself with smart people. But when it comes to AADP, these guys must be very careful, and they must not infiltrate the leadership with popular people. They need smart people. Yes, a popular face can work, but there must be smart people, and they need people who are going to finance that political party. And I hope that the other Tsonga people are going to join the party, give it support, give it the benefit of doubt, and see where it goes. So thank you for watching. This is Authentic Info Podcast. Today we're talking about the new AADP, a political party formed by President Mayengani, a well-known TSONGA artist who has sang songs in all the languages in South Africa. That is history. He has performed and filled up Giyani Stadium. He has been the first person, TSONGA, black, to do that. One-man show, fill up Giyani Stadium. So he is well known. He has made history. And I think now he wants to test himself even beyond. So we shouldn't, as the people or black people, crush it before it even materializes. It is still an idea. We still need to learn about its principles, its founding manifesto. It's going to teach us about what is it that this African Alliance Development Party stands for. I hope they copy and paste the Shimogo party principles and follow all that, because I believe it can still work. If in Giyani there are still buildings built by Nsangwis, which means these guys had a strong constitution and it can still work. So I hope that people give this party space to prove itself. Thank you for watching. This is Authentic Info Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you.